Hello, everybody.
All right, Larry. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the Michigan product, the former Wolverine, quarterback Jake Rudock. Washington, his first carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The numbers for Washington in last week's contest, he was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game. It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and get a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Phillips in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries, 51 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, here's Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. The Miami Dolphins starting lineup now, and Kenyon Drake, a guy to watch.
He has the ability to affect the game in so many different ways. In the return game, bringing it back himself. Also can be a gunner on the punt coverage team and did that very well at Alabama. But has the ability to run the ball out of the backfield as well as catch it. Kenyon Drake, you can use him so many different ways.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
As we shine the spotlight on T.J. McDonald, I see him as a prototypical old-school strong safety. In the box, run enforcer, doesn't play as well in coverage, although he can do it at times, but at his best against the run game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's one thing to be as disruptive as he's been all year. It's another to do it as a rookie. He might not only be a candidate for Rookie of the Year.
No, don't say it.
But
don't say it.
Defensive Player of the Year, possibly.
Yeah, and to do that, you have to be dominant from the first snap your rookie year, because let's face it, everyone devalues rookies a little bit or makes them work harder in order to get votes. Remember Ndamukong Suh's rookie year? I mean, he was everything that season, including first-team All-Pro. That's the type of year we're seeing here.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this one's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people, right? We can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll drop to throw. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They'll start the drive with Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll make it third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He gets away from one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Washington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers for Sanders last week, 7 catches, 134 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
On first, here's Washington. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Price. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. The Dolphins with the early lead. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is just going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Right back to Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They'll run with Drake, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this 1st half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either. And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset? You want to get this running game going? I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now. Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A handoff for Washington. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Back to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tannehill. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Price. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. First and goal from the 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Drake off the give from Tannehill. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the 1st half. The Lions haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Dolphins will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the 1st half. Dolphins with the football midway through the 1st. Drake's going to stay inside after the handoff, but a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. Dolphins land the 1st punch. 1st and 10. Hull's going to take down the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. Third down from the 23. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Dolphins will come away with the football. Offense out now following the interception. Tannehill's got it on the run, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 12.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tannehill now, the option left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Tannehill on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Counter play, Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
Well, you could just feel it on their sideline. The air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Ridiculous. Here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And this is going to be no good. That was short. Not even on target either, but it was short. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Washington. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Lions on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now running right through him. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Detroit. score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Tannehill now, the option left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That good for 22 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 5 missed field goals. Just a disastrous performance.
And he won't get another chance, I can't imagine. Partner, he may want to get the resume ready, too.
Yeah, maybe time to dust it off. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. The Lions Lions on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Dwayne Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Set. Green 39.
look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now back to throw. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Lions on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Washington's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. That's complete right around the 8. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Running, it's Drake. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. So here come the Lions now. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. takes it with 19 seconds remaining. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Dolphins...